And Kitty, let me ask you, I know people can apply online. What information is there to help them find their way to decide if this is a good choice for them?
Well, I think just coming to the school, first of all, is a really good idea. A lot of times people walk through the door and they see the kind of place QVCC is and they can see themselves there. When you are there, you really feel that it's an atmosphere where if you have a question, you can pop into an office and nobody's going to send you to the front because you haven't made an appointment. It's a really welcome and helpful place. And for a lot of people who are just coming out of high school and nervous about going to college or are returning to college from being employed for a long time, that atmosphere is really helpful for them. We also have counselors available and advisors to go over different courses and career services and a lot of different options for people in services who are interested in coming back.
Right. Of course, financial aid is an option people can look into as well, right?
Yeah. Right. I think about 60% of our students are receiving some form of financial assistance, and there's plenty of financial aid available. One of the things that I do at QVCC is the financial aid application. So not only is their financial aid available, but there's assistance to go through that process.
And the world-famous FAFSA forms, right?
Yes.
Everybody has to do one of those FAFSA forms, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And there's help to do that. So if people are stumbling over it or not sure how to approach it, they can make an appointment and come in and receive help.
Right. Well, let me bring our two teachers in here now, since you've been at it for a bit. What is the joy you find that keeps you there, and what are the kinds of students you're encountering? Are there students also trying to finish up school? Maybe many years ago there were many people that began school and for many reasons didn't finish, and now they're coming back. What's it been like for either one of you?
There are so many joys to point to. I was a high school teacher for many years, as you noted, and it wasn't an easy decision for me to leave high school. I love teenagers, as strange as that might sound to some of your audience members, but I love the diversity of the classes, and we have open admissions, and that openness, I think, really translates into the classroom experience, not just as a kind of state of being, but as an ongoing process, opening us all up, opening the students up, opening the instructors up. We have students who are coming back who are injured workers after being many years in an industry. We have 18-year-olds who are just out of high school. Right. This is their first experience stepping into higher learning. And whenever you put those people together, great things are going to happen. So every educational experience certainly should be formative, and I think very often it's transformative. You see people grow, and they grow because of their interactions with each other, and that's just a real joy as an instructor.
My classroom, it's such a privilege to teach here because the classrooms are small, class sizes, the classes are very diverse, and one of the things that I love, I had, when I was teaching American History Part 2, I actually had a World War II vet in my class. Well, it doesn't get better than that, to have somebody who has been there, done that. And when we teach immigration, we have a class filled with people from all different cultures, and it's just an amazing joy and opportunity to have a class filled with people who can share their experiences and add so much to the enrichment of what we're doing. It's great.
Are there particular academic areas that you're especially strong in? Because no school can do everything, of course. There's just too many areas. So what are the areas that you've chosen to concentrate on?
Well, believe it or not, we do have a broad range. We have credit and non-credit programs, but our fastest growing program is the liberal arts and science degree, which transfers to Eastern and Yukon without any, students can take all their credits and begin there as juniors.
Right.
I guess the type of courses that we offer range from English as a second language and developmental courses all the way to upper level maths and literature, courses like the history of Connecticut, creative writing, biology. The most popular programs, in addition to liberal arts and sciences at the Willimantic Center, are general studies human services, medical assisting, and early childhood education. And then we have a variety of certificates and non-credit programs.
And I'd like to plug, if I could, we have a new exciting program starting called Pathway to Teaching Careers, where students can come to Quinebaug Valley Community College for 2 years if they're taking a full course load and transfer to Eastern fairly seamlessly and enter on a par with juniors at Eastern entering their teacher certification program. So that's beginning officially in the fall, and we'll be registering in the spring, bringing students into the fold for Pathway to Teaching.
That's a great opportunity, and the fact that students can come and pretty easily transfer, because sometimes transferring schools can be very challenging about accepting credits.
That's right.
Because you've already paid for them, and you really want to have every one of them count in your next step, wherever that is. So having that easier has got to be a real incentive for people to plan ahead beyond the short-term step too, right?
That's right. And another thing we try to do is build intermediate steps, like, for example, the management degrees and accounting degrees can begin with small certificates that start building upon each other into advanced certificates and then the full degree.
Right. In stages. If somebody can't go full-time, they can go part-time.
And people don't have to have like a long-term goal, but a short-term goal that improves their employment opportunities and then continue part-time.
Right. Well, this is really great news about more classes being added. And I wondered, as you look ahead to the year, are there any areas that you have hopes for future growth, particular academic areas or services, things that are on your wish list for the future that you're trying to achieve? Longer-term things.
I think environmental sciences and some of the programs that may fit into the green energy initiative, different types of allied health programs.
Yeah, certainly the education piece that we're just beginning, and you know, there are so many certifications that the state requires. So we're doing secondary education, various strands, and elementary education, and we're seeing how that will grow, and that will be an ongoing process and conversation with Eastern.
Right. And certainly with all the changes now in terms of the industries of technology and energy and healthcare, there'll be a lot of work in the future in these areas that people will need to be able to prepare for some new opportunities. Well, I wish you a great year ahead, and I thank you for being here today. Our time always flies, but we had a chance to tell the story. And I want to mention the website once again if you want to find out more to follow up on our conversation today. Just go to qvcc.comnet.edu, or you can call 423-1824. They are currently doing registrations now for the summertime and for the fall, so you can plan ahead right now. Or just go, you know, as Katie said, just go visit them and kind of walk around and get an idea of what's there for you in the future. So once again, thank you for being here, and I wish you great success in all your work.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to take a break now. We're at the halfway point of our program this week. We'll be right back here on the Homefront. Stay with us.